Hey guys, so today I just want to talk about my financials. And let me say that I've been working, I think, for the past 19 years, yes. But in that 19 years, I have nothing to show for it. I've been drowning myself in debt. I've been drowning deep and deep in debt. I remember at some point my mom had to take over and help. I remember at some point I couldn't even afford to buy myself a cell phone and my dad had to buy me one. I was drowning so much in debt that I could not even breathe. I remember at some point I had to be admitted just because of the stress, because of my financials. So I don't even know how to say it so that you can understand. I was owing people, I was owing loan sharks, I was going around borrowing money that I couldn't even pay back. Yo, I was deep, deep in debt. And one morning, I remember last year, it was September, I made a decision that I'm just going to quit my job. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my husband. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want anybody's voices on my head telling me what to do, what not to do, and what. I wanted to get my pension money and pay everything, and of which I did. And then from then on, I decided that, okay, when people ask me actually why did you quit and whatnot, because eventually they found out, I told them that I got another job, and which that was not true. I didn't get anything, but because I was drowning in debt. And after that, everything okay, I paid everything, it was fine and whatnot, but I didn't have a job. Now it's time for you. Now it's time for me to see what I can do or how to get by. Anyway, let me just say it. And it was difficult at first. I still not working. I'm still not working. Let me tell you, and let me say, it is not easy. It is still difficult, especially if you were used to earning your own money and now you're no longer getting anything from anyone. Yes, my mom is trying to help me wherever she can. Even my mother-in-law is doing her best to help us, but it's not easy. So, but then let me advise you something. What I have learned in this journey. Sometimes you will think that maybe the devil is doing this and maybe witches are doing this or maybe I've been witched or not. No, there's nothing like that. Let me tell you. Yes, maybe the other people, yes, probably yes, but for me, for me, this was God's way of trying to bring me back to Him, to, of trying to let me acknowledge Him in my life. Because yes, He has been in my life for a very long time, but I've never acknowledged it. Not until now, not until this year, 2025, the beginning of this year. That is when I started to acknowledge God. That is when I started to see that there's no way this I did by myself. This was God. And that is when I started to even pray, like really ask, what is happening with me? What is going on? Where am I going? And let me tell you, sometimes God shows us things before they can even start. But then we ignore Him. And when we ignore Him, we go right into the trap that He showed us. And by that time, it's too late. So this was His way of bringing me back to His house, and of which it worked. I have nothing but let me tell you, I have peace of mind. I have nothing but let me tell you, I can sleep at night. The only time that I get to wake up is around 12 to 3 at night when I pray and thank Him and worship Him. Sometimes, yes, I do cry asking, is how long will it be like this? But then I have learned in this journey to trust in Him. I have learned to trust in the Lord. I have learned to trust in our Savior Jesus Christ. I have learned to have faith in God through all of this. I've been suffering financially. Let me tell you, I've been suffering financially. I have never bought a house. I've never bought a car. I've never bought anything. I have been suffering financially so deep that I had to really come back to God. I really had to take this journey and ask myself, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And I found out that the only thing that I'm doing wrong is because I was not acknowledging God in my life. Now that I am acknowledging Him in my life, let me tell you, I have peace. Now that I'm acknowledging Him in my